Hey guys, it's 5 here with episode number 32 of the My Player on FIFA 23. 3 uploads in a row, bit of consistency back on the channel. But, previous episode we talked about the career mode plans. This episode we're going to talk about some ultimate team plans and potentially some other plans for the channel going forward. So, ultimate team, tried it a few times on the channel, normally by the way of an RTG. But, you know, it's fun, but it just means I've got to record every time I play on my main account, because I don't have a separate account for the RTG. So maybe if I did that, it would be a bit better, but it's just not. It's two accounts. What's the point? So going forward with the RTG, I thought about maybe doing a player RTG, similar to Danny Aaron's with last season with Adiyami's army. But we do it with like one of the new heroes coming out, like with a Tevez, with a Schneider, or a Berbatov, and we just kind of spend some points at the beginning of the game, get some coins up, buy our key marquee player, and then throughout the year we use them. We obviously EA nowadays they do the upgrades on the heroes, like the promo heroes. So we'll upgrade them throughout. I thought that'd be pretty cool. Snyder's season, Berbatov's boys, you know, stuff like something like that. You know, you've got to have the alliteration in the name. But that's the plan for Ultimate Team. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna upload it or not yet. But that is the potential plan going forward for Ultimate Team. So if you like that, just give us, tell me that you like that and you want that on the channel. But back into my player, we are absolutely killing it at PSG. 35 goals in 20 games. These are like better than Haaland numbers. These are like better than prime Messi numbers. These are like player from the 1940s. This is the type of numbers they got. You know, there was that one good player on that one good team back in the 40s who would score 60 goals in a season. That's what we're doing right now. Not been seen in 100 years almost. The type of quality player that I am in this career mode. We have currently grown to a 91 overall striker. I'm level 37, I want to say. I'm not sure what the max level is, but we can continue to grow. And obviously, like I said in the previous episode, should we move on at the end of the season, I want to go back to the Premier League and win that in the final season of this career mode, or go to La Liga with Barcelona or Real Madrid, because we have yet to do a La Liga career mode on this channel this year. So just getting to experience the La Liga would be nice. As for Premier League, a City move, Liverpool, not United, we've been at United, not Chelsea, not Arsenal, not Spurs. It is literally Liverpool or City. I think City would be the nicest, but obviously Haaland is there, and I don't think they play a two-striker formation, so maybe I could experience life as a winger in the final season of the My Player. Would be interesting, but a move to Liverpool I think would suit us best. The underdogs, the counter-attack, the gegenpressing is perfect for the type of player that we are. And yeah, I just think moving forward to the Premier League, snaking out Manchester United, going to one of their biggest rivals in Liverpool for the way they treated us in the rebuild. They did nothing. They clearly spent all their money on us. Couldn't buy anyone else. Had to sell players to repay us. Maybe Liverpool will have to do the exact same. But here at PSG, infinite money. They bought us. They can add players, and we will see that in today's episode, because we are in January right now. We are going to go through the January transfer window in this career mode, and oh my gosh, two very key players join this PSG team. They join the journey to the League and title, and they join the journey to the potential Champions League win. I think we're favourites for both, considering the form of me and Mbappe. We are favourites for the two of them. But we move quickly forward. Back to EAFC 24 news. I have now decided the career mode we're going to do, it is 100% set between Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest. I'm not 100% on who yet. They were the two options that were kind of floating around my head yesterday. It was going to be a kind of lower down the table Premier League team. I had a look around a few teams, liked the projects, liked some of the players. Obviously, you've got to have like a good set of players, and I really like the idea of Nottingham Forest, of Bournemouth, and the other one was potentially a Brentford. I know they're not like a bottom of the table type team, but obviously Tony's not going to be on the game right at the beginning, and he's probably not going to join the game until January, in real life January. So in the career mode, he won't be in the game. He won't join us. So that'll be interesting to see how he cope without him. But there's one of the first signings. Bastoni joins from Inter Milan to shore up the defence. And you'll probably see the next one. You saw him in the thumbnail. Xavi Simons. He returns to PSG just like he did in real life. And we have reunited with a player I don't even think we played with in our time at PSV. So is it, we trained with him, but we never played with him at PSV. But we now get to show the world what they missed out on in Holland. And we get to show PSV what they missed out on for selling all of their good players and leaving us, me and Nonny. It was me and Nonny in PSV fighting up against Ajax. It was so difficult. And obviously for England, me and Nonny won the World Cup. I'm not even sure what team he's at, and you can't even check, I don't think, on player career mode, which is unfortunate. But yeah, back to it. Brentford, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest are the options. I like the look, I like the squad, obviously, of Bournemouth. They've got like a nice young squad. Obviously, the stadium is the smallest might be the second smallest actually, after Luton. Second smallest stadium, I would assume. But they obviously don't have the history of being in the Premier League formally like Luton do. They're like probably one of the newest teams to get into the Premier League. Obviously Brentford got their first Premier League victory last season, so they're obviously a new team to the Premier League. But obviously the teams that got promoted last year, Burnley, they've been in the Premier League before. Sheffield United again, same. And obviously Luton, they've already been in the Premier League before. So if you get what I mean, I think it's a understandable one. But yeah, Forest, obviously they have the history, winning them their third Champions League. That would be the aim of that career mode. Bournemouth would just be building them up to like the level the new owners want to get them to. And then Brentford would just be life without Tony. Can we survive? We'll just imagine that Thomas Frank has gone and joined Liverpool. Klopp's got sacked, whatever, I don't know. But yeah, that's the options right now. We've got a month to decide on that. Anything can change as well. So things could change. Like if Bournemouth make loads of transfers in these next few days of the transfer window being open, I wouldn't want to join them. I want to make some of my own transfers. Same with Forest. We could just go the complete opposite direction because the team makes too many transfers and it kind of would ruin the career mode. If I made more transfers on top of that, if that makes sense. But the My Player, we have obviously decided that's going to be in a non-top 5 league. It's going to be in like sort of Portugal. Maybe we go back to the Netherlands. Maybe we go to Austria. Maybe we go to the MLS. We go and play Inter Miami with Messi. Go to Saudi Arabia. There's loads of options, and it's going to be a fun one. And we come into the final game of today's My Player. West Ham in the Champions League. What the fuck are West Ham doing in the Champions League? I've not got a clue. But prepare to be shocked in this game because they put up one hell of a fight against us. And the defence just can't handle one of their strikers. They cannot deal with them. But thankfully the West Ham can't deal with ourselves and Mbappe. But yeah, it is much closer than I wanted it to be. But in this Champions League run, obviously we've had Bucharest, I think it was. We've had Bayern Munich. We've had Atletico Madrid. Now we have West Ham in our hopes to becoming the European champions for the first time. 11 minutes in, we put the ball past the keeper. And at this point, I scored the early goal. I thought, yeah, this is it. We are going to smash them. Maybe I can be rested for the second leg in Paris. But by the little precursor I gave you to this game, very much so that does not happen. Bit of fortune for Fornals, who plays it through to Rafa Mir. We're not playing Donnarumma in goal for some reason. We're playing like a regen goalkeeper in goal. I've not got a clue why. Maybe the manager thought players needed a rest. Whatever. But thankfully we have got myself a weak foot finish into the top left-hand corner. Knockout celebration because we've just knocked West Ham out of the cup. They're not going to score again. Surely not. Surely they don't score against us. Well, from kickoff, I'm thinking, okay, referee's going to blow for half-time. We'll be able to go in, have a half-time orange, rest, recover. The most insane ball I've ever seen through to Rafa Mir, and he chips the keeper. Gets his second goal. This is the Rafa Mir versus me show at the London Stadium. We're getting embarrassed. 84th minute, we go for the header to win the game. Doesn't work out that way. They win back possession, and on the counter-attack, they are deadly. Carlos Soler nods it down to Rafa Mir. He's already got 2 goals. What can he do in the final minutes of this one? Gakpo finds Varela. Varela finds Rafa Mir. Stops, holds it up through to Coventry, and he slots it past the keeper. All to play for in Paris. We have to get a result. 3-2 down. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. The comeback. We need to do it in the next episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.